everyone, welcome to Scott Reviews Things in 4.5 minutes. And what am I looking at this time? Well, we lost Norm Macdonald this year, and that was very, very sad because Norm was one of my favorite comedians, one of the funniest men I've ever seen. And I was going to do a different Christmas episode, but to honor Norm, I'm going to do a review of his Christmas episode from The Norm Show called Norm vs. Christmas. It first aired in 1999, December 15th. Now, for those of you who don't know, in the show, Norm is a disgraced hockey player. He got busted for gambling on hockey, so as part of his punishment, he has to work as a social worker. So he's surrounded by all these people who care about other people, and Norm is sort of a selfish character that only cares about himself. Now, the trouble with most Christmas episodes is the show sort of changes to work in the Christmas angle. And this show doesn't do this. This is sort of a sarcastic, make fun of the other people in the show, and they keep that up during the show. So the show doesn't change because it's a Christmas episode. However, the Christmas in this episode comes shining through. So you get both. You get the show the way it was intended to be, and you also get the Christmas message in the show. This show was written by Norm Macdonald, and I have his name here, Bruce Helford. And it's designed specifically for Norm. So Norm shines not only in this episode, through the entire series, the entire show. And they picked the perfect supporting cast for Norm. This is one of the best cast shows I have seen in quite some time. And each member of the cast has their moment with Norm in this episode. Each one gets a funny moment with Norm. Each person gets a chance to shine. So that was nice for the Christmas episode. We get to see every character interact with Norm and have a funny moment. There are funny moments throughout this entire show. This is an excellent show, and this is an excellent Christmas show. This is something that you should watch every year at Christmas. Now, there is Artie Lang plays Santa Claus through this entire episode, and I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but there are a couple of hilarious Artie scenes as Santa Claus. Now, if there are any weak points of the episode, I have to say there is a romantic subplot. There is a romantic subplot between two of Norm's co-workers that sort of, it doesn't ruin the episode, but it sort of brings it down. It's not needed in this episode. This romantic subplot continues throughout the show, but it is introduced here in this episode. They probably could have introduced it in another episode because it's not really needed in this episode. This episode had so much going for it in the first place. This is just maybe a little too much in this episode. A lot of people know Norm from his stand-up and from his guest appearances on David Letterman and Conan O'Brien. And I hope more people discover this sitcom. This sitcom did not get enough attention when it was on the air. It only lasted for 3 seasons, 2 years, 3 seasons. If you can find the DVD or if you can find it anywhere, pick it up. Now, this episode came with audio commentary with Norm and Bruce Helford. I don't know if it is messed up. I don't know if it's just me, my television, but you could only hear Norm on one end of your headphones, and then you could hardly hear Bruce. I tried it on my television, and I tried it with headphones, and they were messed up both ways. I really wanted to hear the audio commentary on this, and maybe mine screwed up, or maybe it was just a manufacturing fault. That is another drawback, because I also like to listen to the audio commentary when there's one available, the behind the scenes, and this is unlistenable. Now, you can enjoy the episode without the audio commentary, but I always feel the audio
Say, Norm, why is there a party going on here? And didn't I say these Christmas decorations are a violation of office policy?
Sir, you have no grounds for complaints. I've included all the religions of the world. Oh, I see we're ready for the goat sacrifice.
Norm, I'm not going to risk a reprimand for you to turn this office into an orgiastic religious petting zoo.